What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Dark Souls. Here's a series that I bet you guys thought was probably long gone at this point, but I've recently had a few comments of people wanting to see more of this, wondering why I ended it, etc. I guess the reason was it just wasn't popular like I kind of expected it to be. And some of the videos were actually a little hard to kind of create and kind of edit and go through, so I've also lost some of the footage. I still have a lot of the footage that I recorded, like probably, 2 years ago, I think I started this. And some of it is missing, so there's going to be a few things we won't be able to do, but some of them we can. So we're picking up this after the last episode, which was episode 13, where I've just made it to the Cathedral of the Deep. Now, what you are seeing isn't exactly my first run through this area. I did a couple of others that didn't really work out too well for me, but this is the one where I actually was able to get through here. So I got past the giant, I got past all this, and there's some excellent fights and stuff in here too. Some very, very close calls that I think you guys may actually enjoy. So a little history, if you guys don't know anything about this, you can probably check the playlist. Go back and kind of watch it and then kind of what I was doing. But a little bit of history is that how I'm playing the game. So my thoughts on this is I am trying to do what I call a ranger character, where I'm mostly using the bow, as you can see here. I will switch the swords on occasion to fight some of the normal enemies and stuff as we go through the game, some of the demons and stuff. But when it comes to the bosses, my plan is to only kill the bosses using the bow. The entire fight with a boss will just be done using the bow and arrows, and that's it. It's worked out fairly well. For some of the boss fights were actually quite hard. The giant, for example, was extremely hard because you're not actually supposed to actually fight him. You're supposed to go pick up a sword, and then you use the sword. It's like this big magical sword, and you use it against him, and it makes the boss fight a whole lot easier. No, I didn't do that. I used bow and arrow. So you guys will probably see that in one of the upcoming episodes. Which actually leads me to a question that I would like to ask you all. So this episode here doesn't feature a boss fight. It just shows me going from kind of opening a few doors and kind of opening up the cathedral here a little bit. And just some good fights and stuff that I thought was in here. But I would like to know, would you guys like to see me just continue this, just only seeing the boss fights? Because that's a thought that I'm having. I'm like, maybe I should just do the boss fights. Or do you guys actually want to see me go through some of the areas and stuff and some of the other fights and things and see how I made it through some of these things? So for those out there who are watching this series, who were looking forward to me making another one, like I said, I did have a couple of comments wanting to know, if I was ever going to continue this or why I didn't continue this, and I commented back saying, I still had the footage. I could totally do that. And I said I would do so, and this is me doing it. But do you guys want to see all of the levels, or do you guys just want to see just the boss fights? So that's a question I'm posing to you all out there. This knight right here was kind of a pain in the ass. Not even joking. He was extremely hard, as you can see. There's some very close calls right there. My build is more of a dexterity build than anything else. I'm using a lot of very, very light armor, so a hit does a lot of damage, but my plan is to try to not get hit as often. I cannot remember what actual armor I'm using. I think it's Finron's or something like that. I'd have to go back and play the game again. I haven't actually touched this game in months. I'm actually stuck on one of the bosses right now, so that's kind of been another reason why I haven't actually continued this series. I would love to kind of finish this off, though. I'd like to do maybe a sorcery build and go through the game using only, just magic. Or just fight the bosses with magic, I should say. That'd be something I kind of do, because out of all the Dark Souls games, I really love Dark Souls 3. I don't know why. Maybe it was the graphics. Maybe it was the bosses. Maybe it was just the gameplay and stuff. It's more fast-paced than what 1 or 2 was. and I'm really enjoying Dark Souls 3. Even though I haven't touched it in a while, I do enjoy it. I never thought I would actually like this series because I played... what was the first one? Not Dark Souls, but... I can't remember what it was called. But it was on the PlayStation 3. I played it, and I just briefly played it for like maybe 15 minutes or so, and I was like, no, totally not going to get in this game. And then I played Dark Souls 1 back when it kind of first came out, and again, I think I got it for free as part of like Xbox Live or something, Xbox Gold. And I played the first one, and I was like, well, yeah, no, because I got killed by a skeleton. A freaking skeleton of all things. So I was just like, yeah, no. But then I went back and I started playing it some more because I wanted to try to finish the game off. And I knew it was going to be a difficult game to play. And, I mean, you have to be a masochist to actually enjoy these games. So maybe I'm a masochist. I don't know. Existence is pain, basically, in these games. It doesn't hold your hand. It definitely does not. And it is one of the hardest game series I've ever played. And to be able to say that I have every single achievement in Dark Souls 1 and every single achievement on the Xbox in Dark Souls 2 makes me very proud. So I'm going to try to continue this one and get all the achievements on this one. I could easily finish the game off if I broke my one rule right now, which is I only will kill the bosses with the bow and arrow. That's my one rule for playing through this. I don't know why I decided to make this harder for me. I guess I thought it would be an interesting series for YouTube. So, but it just never really caught on. Most of my stuff on my channel is, Planet Coaster, and that's pretty much it. Nobody really cares about a whole lot of else. But some of you people out there, you are actually enjoying some of these other games and stuff I play. So I do have a few fans for some other things, and some of you want to see more of this, and I'm going to try to oblige you. So, there will be some missing footage, a couple bosses that apparently wasn't recorded for some odd reason, or I think they were on a hard drive that is damaged and I can't get access to, I think is where the footage is. So one of those is I can't think of his name, but it's the giant skeleton, Lord something or the other. He's I was looking through some footage, and apparently I didn't record my fight with him. I've got some footage of fighting with him, but not of the actual me defeating him, so unfortunately we don't have that. But I do have, like, I think his name is Yoram the Giant. I have that and a few others, so we're going to kind of work from there. But again, I would love to know if you guys actually want me to continue on with doing playthroughs of all the areas and stuff that I have, and kind of going through and cutting the footage and editing it and everything to make the entire process from one boss to the other. All of the playthrough, or do you guys just want to see just the boss fights? That's a very important question that I put forth to you all. I will continue it however the biggest response is to that. That's the big thing. So I don't know what I was doing here. I was saying hello to somebody, I think, because I think I was recording this while I was on Twitch, and I think I was playing on Twitch, and I think somebody came in and I greeted them. You guys can't hear me talking on Twitch because I recorded things very differently back then, and I was recording separately, and then like it was picking up this, and it was using two different things, but it's something I can't really do hardly right now. You could say the bow and arrow is actually quite handy in this game. It actually is. A lot of stuff, like, I can kill a lot of stuff with just one hit. And some of them I can kill pretty easy, which is like 2 hits or so. So this is I also want to say this is my first playthrough of this game too. I've never played through Dark Souls 3 completely before I started this. Like I said, I decided I just wanted to try this and let's make this hard on myself, and let's do this bow and arrow. So yeah, it's my first playthrough. It's a blind playthrough. I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, anything like that. Occasionally I will get stuck and I'll be like, okay, I gotta look up what I need to do here. So I will go look at a guide on occasion, but I try not to spoil myself, so I really don't know what's kind of happening. Like these giants here, I was like, are they gonna attack me when I go out in the center of this area? What's gonna happen here? How? They're so big and huge. I didn't want to fight them. I was just like, I don't want to die again. But you know, the thing with Dark Souls 3 or any of the Dark Souls games is, if at first you don't succeed, get used to it because it's gonna keep happening. But yeah, I was really afraid to kind of like jump out in this area right here. I was like, I don't know what I want to do. There's also a few things I missed too. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I missed something with one of the NPCs where I can not lose as much health and stuff from being undead or whatever it is, like not being embered. And I think you have to go talk to them a couple of times, and I think I missed that, and they were just dead when I went back, so I couldn't finish that quest, and therefore I didn't get that done. So something that just kind of, I think it made my character a little harder to play, especially right now because I'm having to farm embers to fight this one of the last bosses. I'll just go ahead and tell you right now, I'm stuck on the knight who rides the dragon, or the lord that rides the dragon. I'm stuck on him, and I've just not been able to defeat him yet. It's possible. I could do it. I need to get back into the game and finish it off. So you'll notice I also have some pyro equipped too. I noticed in this area there's a lot of slimes that fall from the ceilings and stuff. So I was just like, fire is a good way to take care of them. So I learned a few pyro spells that would kind of maybe come in handy for taking out like certain enemies and things. So this is me trying to be like, what is this thing going to do? Is it... Because you'll notice at the very beginning of this video, when I first walked into this area, the giant tried to crush me with his hand. And he got me a few times before I figured out what I need to do. Which you guys don't get to see that. But... so I was just like, I was really afraid to kind of fight this guy. And... I just wasn't sure what's going to happen. Am I going to walk out here and is this giant going to like attack me, or what's going to happen? And like, can I hit him from here? Is he just going to sit there? Is he just not going to do anything? Is he just there for like, effect, I guess? But no, they will fight you. Also, I want to say this because I forgot to say this at the very beginning of the video. You can actually kill the giant from upstairs, or at least one of them anyway. If you have enough arrows, if you walk out to get him to kind of start moving and everything, you can hit him maybe once or twice with a bow. And once he bows back down where he's not moving anymore, you can't do damage to him. But if he's moving and he's trying to attack you, you can do damage to him. So if you kind of step out where you get his attention and then step back, you can maybe get one or two shots in on him. And it will take quite a few arrows. Much like trying to kill the dragon at the very beginning of the game, it will take a lot, but it is definitely doable to kill him. So, oh, I gotta fight another one of these knights right here. Let's enjoy this fight, shall we? Oh, I just did some mass damage to him just then. Oh. And he just did some mass damage to me. Almost got me in a corner, but you know what? Nobody puts baby in a corner. Yeah, that's the reason I like the bow that I'm using. Those short bows are really, really good for that one thing. So basically you can dodge, and then as you're dodging you can do a combo where you can like fire an arrow as you're dodging, and then fire the arrow as soon as you like get done dodging. It's very, very handy. Came in so handy during a lot of boss fights, I will definitely say that. So alright, now we've dispatched one of the bigger enemies here, not counting the giants. Let's head over here and we'll take out a few of these assassins. Now, I just noticed this right here on the left-hand side. There's a switch there, and I don't know what that switch does. And it makes me think, maybe I need to go back to this area and kind of check this area out. Because I don't know if I ever actually did it. You also have to be very careful right there, too, because that poison stuff right there can definitely hurt you. It's fairly easy enough to dodge, though. All right, so pretty much the only thing I have left is the giant right here. So we're going to have to take him on eventually. But not today. I will have to take him on eventually, but not today. Let's head over into this other area here and see what's over here. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a... He stuck me a little bit. He shanked me a little bit there. I'm trying to find the next bonfire or the next shortcut is what I'm looking for. So, and I have no idea where it's at or anything. Like I said, this is a completely blind playthrough. I don't know anything about this, but we're going to kind of walk down these steps here and see what we can find. You'll notice I'm checking right before I go through a door because you never know where death will next await you in the Dark Souls series. Many a times, some of the footage I was even watching of me dying, it's just like I kind of walked into a hallway and a slime fell on me from the ceiling. Or, you know, you guys saw the mimic. It's like, is that a chest or a mimic? I don't know. So the mimic got me. There was a giant spider-like creature that fell down from the ceiling that almost got me. I was like, this room is way too large and there's no enemies in there. There's got to be something. And I couldn't look up, but there was like this giant spider-like creature. Then I kind of stepped in the room and then kind of dodged backwards and he fell down from the ceiling. So, didn't get me there. That one actually didn't kill me at all at any point. So I was able to take him out fairly easy just with a bow because he can't fit through the hallway. Another reason a bow was handy. Alright. We're going to open this door right here. And beyond this door is a platform. I don't know where the platform goes, but it goes somewhere. And beyond this door... we'll find ourselves back in the Cathedral of the Deep, which is going to be ending this episode for now. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Very much appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and click on the bell to stay on top of all my new videos and live streaming events here on YouTube. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the names you see on the right for their support through donations, Patreon, and through Twitch subs. If you would like to join their ranks and you are able, you can do so by clicking on any of those links in the video description down below. No worries though, if you don't like giving away money like that, you can still support the channel by purchasing games or anything through Greenman Gaming, through Humble Bundle, or through Amazon by clicking on my links and making your purchase. A little bit of that goes towards me to support the channel. If you still can't get enough of me, you can always check me out live on pt.2 and stay up to date with me on Twitter as well. Now that's going to be it, but I can't say thank you enough for all your support here on the channel. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.